Buen día, mi nombre es el Cóndor 323. El día de hoy les traigo un video muy interesante sobre Mark Robinsor y su video que se hizo viral en el año 2018. Y la historia de este hombre es bastante interesante. Según lo que sale en Wikipedia, o sea, Wikipedia, no mientan, alguna vez todos han usado Wikipedia. Bueno, según estas fuentes, este hombre en abril del 2018 asistió a una reunión del Consejo Municipal de Greensboro, donde estaban debatiendo si cancelar o no una exhibición de armas por un tiroteo que había ocurrido en la escuela secundaria de Parkland. Lo que pasó a continuación fue que Mark Robinsor pidió la palabra y dio un discurso de poco más de 4 minutos, pero este discurso fue tan potente y tanta gente se sintió identificada y generó tanta empatía que hizo que este discurso se hiciera viral por las redes sociales y a su vez generara de que tuviera el apoyo suficiente para lanzarse a vicegobernador de Carolina del Norte. Y ganó en el 2020. Tan potente fue este discurso que lo ayudó a pasar de un trabajador en una fábrica de muebles a el cargo político tan importante que ocupó posteriormente. La verdad desconozco si esta fue la única causa que lo hizo popular o lo hizo conocido, pero lo cierto es que este video llegó a muchas personas, ya que él se identifica como una persona respetuosa de la ley y como parte de la mayoría, pero manifiesta su inquietud y quizás hasta su molestia porque cada vez que hay un hecho de violencia se culpa a los tenedores responsables y legales de armas de fuego en lugar de poner el foco en los verdaderos responsables, que son los criminales. Así que a continuación les voy a dejar el video, pero es importante aclarar que no con esto estoy aceptando o negando que estoy de acuerdo con su ideología política, ni con el 100% de sus comentarios en otras oportunidades. Condeno totalmente las masacres terribles que han pasado en las escuelas de los Estados Unidos. Se entiende que la ley norteamericana es muy diferente cuando habla de la segunda enmienda a las leyes, digamos, latinoamericanas o la ley chilena en este caso. Así como me llegó el video lo voy a colocar. Y probablemente algunas incongruencias técnicas en el discurso, pero que realmente son irrelevantes en función del mensaje que se quiere transmitir. Así que sin más espera, rueda video.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes. I didn't have time to
You have to give us your name.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Mark Robinson. I live at 4015 Sassafras Court. That's right here in Greensboro. I've lived in Greensboro all my life. I didn't have time to write a fancy speech. I didn't have time to, I didn't have the resource of an English teacher to sit down and write a speech with at school today and be, brought over here or practice or anything. What I really came down here for is this. I've heard a whole lot of people in here talking tonight about this group and that group, and domestic violence and blacks, these minorities and that minority. What I want to know is, when are you all going to start standing up for the majority? And here's who the majority is. I'm the majority. I'm a law-abiding citizen who's never shot anybody, never committed a serious crime, never committed a felony. I've never done anything like that. But it seems like every time we have one of these shootings, nobody wants to put the blame where it goes, which is at the shooter's feet. You want to put it at my feet. You want to turn around and restrict my right, constitutional right that's spelled out in black and white. You want to restrict my right to buy a firearm and protect myself from some of the very people you're talking about in here tonight. It's ridiculous. I don't think Rod Serling could come up with a better script. It does not make any sense. The law-abiding citizens of this community and many communities around this country, we're the first ones taxed and the last ones considered and the first ones punished when things like this happens, because our rights are the ones that are being taken away. That's the reason why I came down here today. Gun show or no gun show, NRA or no NRA. I'm here to stand up for the law-abiding citizens of this community, because I'm going to tell you that what's going to happen. You can take the guns away from us all you want to. You all write a law, I follow the law, I'll bring my guns down here, I'll turn them in. But here's what's going to happen. The Crips and the Bloods on the other side of town, they're not going to turn their guns in. They're going to hold on to them. And what's going to happen when you have to send the police down there to go take them? The police can barely enforce the law as it is. As what I see, we demonize the police, criminalize and vilify the police, and we make the criminals into victims. And we're talking about restricting guns? How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that when the police department's already hamstrung? You're not going to be able to go down here and take these guns from these criminals. So the criminals are going to hold on to their guns. They're still going to have them. They're still going to break in my house, and they're still going to shoot me with them. And guess who's going to be the one that suffers? It's going to be me. Well, I'm here to tell you tonight, it is not going to happen without a fight. And when I say fight, I don't mean shots fired. I don't mean fist thrown. I mean, I'm going to come down here to this city council and raise hell just like these loonies from the left do until you listen to the majority of the people in this city. And I am the majority. The majority of the people in this city are law-abiding, and they follow the law, and they want their constitutional right to be able to bear arms. They want to be able to go to the gun show and buy a hunting rifle or sport rifle. There are no military-grade weapons sold at the gun show. An AR-15 is not a military-grade weapon. Anybody that would go into combat with an AR-15 is a fool. It's a semi-automatic 22 rifle. You'd be killed in 15 minutes in combat with that thing. So we need to dispel all these myths, and we need to drop all this division that we got going on here. Because the bottom line is, when that Second Amendment was written, whether the framers liked it or not, they wrote it for everybody. And I am everybody. And the law-abiding citizens of this city are everybody. And we want our rights, and we want to keep our rights. And by God, we're going to keep them, come hell or high water.
El éxito de esta intervención, de mi punto de vista, es por algo muy sencillo. Ante los hechos de violencia, la persona que roba, extorsiona, secuestra, viola o asesina, no, esta persona no es culpable, es una víctima de la sociedad inocente. El tenedor responsable de armas de fuego, deportista, cazador, coleccionista, que paga impuestos, que no puede tener antecedentes y que en muchos países tiene que acceder a un examen psiquiátrico, es culpable. Soy el Cóndor 323 y recuerda que en todo lo relacionado a armas de fuego, haz lo legal, haz lo seguro, haz lo responsable y haz lo eficiente. Nos vemos.